It's Friday, October 18, 2024. Welcome to CVM News at noon. I'm Ramon Gordon. The Senate is continuing its rebuke of comments made by Integrity Commission's chair, retired Justice Seymour Panton, at the Commission's Oversight Committee meeting on October 15. Panton implied reports and information from the Integrity Commission may have been leaked to the public by the Parliament of Jamaica. The Deputy President of the Senate, Charles Sinclair, shared his concerns for the Parliament and the Office of the Clerk and is calling further for the IC chairman to apologize.
I believe that the comments which were made impugns the integrity not only of the leaders of the Senate and the lower house, but also the clerk and the officers of the Parliament in respect to other comments that have been made. Where retired Justice Panton's comment at the meeting of Parliament's Integrity Commission Oversight Committee on Tuesday, October 15, 2024, when he questioned whether there is some contamination of water consumed by parliamentarians and further recommended psychiatric evaluation of parliamentarians. That comment is rude, offensive, and out of order. And the President says Justice Panton should introspect and offer a suitably worded apology to the Parliament for his disrespectful and contemptuous comments.
Meanwhile, the General Secretary of the PNPYO is accusing the government of undermining public trust in key institutions, including the Integrity Commission. Speaking on CVM's lead story last evening, the youth affiliate representative claimed the government's handling of accountability bodies is damaging to the country's democratic framework.
If you understand what institutions are created for within the public sector and within public management, you understand that there is a great need. That is one of the things about this whole reform of the public sector, a greater need for efficiency, accountability, transparency. You know, that is what the whole shift was aiming for. And these institutions, such as the Integrity Commission, among others, the PAC, these were created to ensure that within the public sector, and especially among parliamentarians and executive agencies, heads and so on, that they operate in a manner that is above board and without question in terms of how they serve and lead. And now Jamaicans are leaving to, ask the question, do we really have transparency and accountability within the public sector, especially among our parliamentarians? We're also now asking the question, is it that we live in a Jamaica where the law works in separate ways for those who lead and for those who are ordinary citizens?
To other news now, the government has allocated $1 billion to tourism marketing. The historic commitment is the largest amount the GOJ has ever allocated to the cause. Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett shared the country should expect a major tourism boost following this endorsement. Courtney Lewis tells us more.
It's a major drawdown for the tourism ministry as the government commits $1 billion to a renewed marketing framework. The goal, expanding the international tourist influx.
And I'm pleased to tell you that we have 1 billion Jamaican dollars earmarked for this exercise leading up to after the winter, which will close this financial year. And this is the largest single amount that the government has provided for marketing augmentation in the history of our country.
Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett highlights South America, the Asian Pacific, and Europe as the hotspots for outbound tourism, projecting India as one of the second largest economies in the next 2 to 5 years.
With COPA expanding, with LATAM coming on stream, with GUL and more so Azul in active discussions, we are likely to have a South American market that will be well served and will be able to pick up some of the fallout that we have from the North American market. Somewhere between the middle and the end of November, we will have our first road show in India to kickstart that market.
But the onus remains on local tourism players to ensure destination security, especially after the COVID-19 pandemic. That's why the minister is urging a redesign of local business models.
We said that the disruptions from the recovery were going to be more challenging than COVID itself. But have we responded to that by way of looking at our business models, by way of looking at how we're doing business, by way of examining the market and the trends and the changes?
Bartlett projects a $1.5 billion inflow of tourists and a complete recovery after boosting air travel and implementing innovative solutions. Courtney Lewis for CVM News.
20 business-minded women from 8 communities across Clarendon have secured spots in this year's REAP program. The women will be gifted all the skills they need for maintaining a successful business. The initiative has been providing young women and men the career guidance for 15 years. Here again is Courtney Lewis.
Despite continued sexual abuse, teenage pregnancies, and gender-based violence, 20 determined women have emerged from a pool of over 170 applicants to secure their place in the 2024 Realize, Embrace, Achieve Your Purpose REAP program. This non-profit initiative, funded by the European Union through the Rise Life Management Services, seeks to empower women from vulnerable backgrounds by honing their skills in entrepreneurial training, marketing, health and wellness, and accounting, laying a foundation for successful business ownership. Founder of the Young Women of Purpose and Young Men of Purpose, Lanicia Roden, while referencing the large number of applications, noted that a constant demand exists for entrepreneurial training.
And so there is a demand for the project. Each time we put out a call for our REAP entrepreneurship program, we always receive hundreds of applications, and unfortunately, usually we can only select between 20 to 30 persons. So there's a demand for it because there are a lot of young women and men who they want better for their lives, they want help and they want support so that they can actually be able to take care of themselves and their families and change their situations and become agents of change for their community and Jamaica.
The program will last for 6 weeks. However, Roden says more REAP programs can be expected soon.
This is the 10th cohort of the REAP entrepreneurship program. We have done several programs before. We have done a REAP Agritech entrepreneurship program. We've done a REAP Youth entrepreneurship program, which was only for males. And we've done several iterations of the REAP Women entrepreneurship program. So we are actually looking forward to launching, and will be launching, several other REAP programs before the end of the year and also into next year.
One of this year's Reapers, Kamara Pusey, while sharing her excitement for this journey, had an encouragement for those like herself.
Make the first step. That's the key point. Because if you just have the ideas and do nothing towards it, it's always just going to be an idea. And no matter how small you might think it is, make the first step.
Individuals whose applications weren't successful for this cohort are encouraged to reapply and follow up on the REAP social media platforms for necessary updates. Courtney Lewis for CVM News.
Today is being celebrated as World Mammography Day all around the world, and the University of the West Indies, UHWI, is hosting a World Mammography Day Expo to continue spreading awareness and rendering aid to those affected. On Sunrise this morning, head of the mammography unit at the University Hospital, Dr. Daria Cornwell, told us what the day would entail.
So today we are celebrating women. We are celebrating saving the breast, keeping a breast. And we want to really, but breast cancer is such a significant disease because the breast is the most common place for cancer in women in Jamaica. And there's such a high morbidity and mortality. So we are trying to save women. We want to save our Jamaican women. We want to keep them. Women are a big part of our community, or mommies, or aunties, or nurseries. Or women are such a big part. Some of us are breadwinners, and wives, and so we want to keep a woman alive. And we want to keep them alive good quality of life. So we want to give them good offerings, like the free mammogram. We're giving away mammograms today at the University Hospital of the West Indies. First come, first serve, right? And we are going to be there today all day, and from 9 to 3. We're also going to be doing free breast examination, clinical examination. We're even going to be looking at them teeth. Yes. So we are doing, the dental school at the university has partnered with us, and we are doing free dental screening and cleaning for women 40 years and over.
Stay with us. More CVM News at noon after this.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
You will always keep us vibing. Jamaican quality for sure. First thing when I wake up, pour up my boat syrup. Pure water, me can't get enough. Feeling the love in the air. On the beach with my ginger beer. Still can't go by one splash. Squash, load, catch up, road. Pure, have you ready for the road?
Pure products, quality for sure.
SuperMed Family of Pharmacies, your trusted partner in health and wellness for over 30 years. With 8 convenient pharmacies across Eastern Jamaica. SuperMed Mall Pharmacy, SuperMed New Kingston, SuperMed Pepine, SuperMed Port Antonio Pharmacies 1 and 2, Claire's St. Mary, Lloyd's St. Thomas, and a convenient drive-through at our Hughenden location where you can get your medication without leaving your car. We're dedicated to providing you with the highest level of care. Experience the difference with SuperMed Family of Pharmacies. Super happy, super healthy.
And you go, darling. Have a good day. Blessing. SuperMed.
Hey you know all the people in your business?
You should take advantage of CVM TV's unbeatable small business advertising package. Trust me.
And get your goods and services in front of your customers today.
For $150,000, you get a high-quality professional commercial.
Plus 20 prime-time commercial spots.
That's massive exposure at a fraction of the cost.
Including on the #1 morning show in Jamaica, Sunrise.
So don't wait. Call us on 658-208-5377 and see your business goals happen right here on CVM Television.
Had to get some fans.
Join the fans of Family Feud.
Welcome back. A look now to international news. North Korea has started sending troops to fight with Russia in Ukraine. South Korea's spy agency said as Seoul warned of a grave security threat.